Hello, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages 3 Hearts Run. So it was brought to my attention that it's actually Dimitri that you buy the flute for, and Moosh that's the default. So we're going to do Ricky's variation first, then Moosh, then Dimitri. So to get Ricky, you have to have some sort of prize-winning score in the shooting gallery game. I don't know if you have to get above a certain score or if it's just any prize-winning score at all, but either way, you have to go out of your way to get Ricky. And I'm not very good at this game, so we might actually come across the bare minimum for getting Ricky. So now we go back to the correct time period. The animal companions do not exist in the past. And then we go to Nuun Highlands to set off why are words escaping me? To set the next part of the plot in motion, I guess. Now, if I was smart, I would have set the save state here. And then went back to get the flutes. Although where I have the save state now, it's going to be easier to backtrack, so I don't really know. This is Ricky's variation of Nuun Highlands. Lots of cliffs, although that cliff is always there. Jumps that you can actually make without Ricky if you're not afraid of getting hurt. But going up the cliffs, you actually do need Ricky, and all three... Are all three of them up a cliff, or is it just the last one that's not? Either way, once you talk to the foreman, you're definitely locked in. But once you enter this screen, you're locked in. At least I think that's the case. I've never actually tested that. But yeah, once you've talked to the foreman, you're locked in. Now, rescuing them from the three mischievous fairies never actually changes. It's always on from the fairies' room, it's up, down, up, down. So this is the fairies' room. Up, down, up, down. Whoops. Up, down, up. It's not up, down, it's up, down, up. Okay, so doesn't actually name gender. If you see anything that refers to Ricky as a male, male kangaroos don't have pouches. Anyway, the reason for me picking Dimitri as the animal companion to keep is twofold. One, because I actually need to go back to a whole bunch of backtracking to get the event, to get the second level sword. And two, because having Dimitri for Seasons as your animal companion makes it a lot easier to move around. Right, I have to... This guy. Oh, I wish I had the lantern from Minish Cap. So one thing I didn't show off before when I was going to visit Tingle was that with Ricky, you can charge up his attack and then throw a tornado. Useful for crossing certain gaps. Also, with all three of the animal companions, you can safely get rid of buzz blobs. We actually don't need Ricky for the third one. Also, this cave has a ring. This cave is always on this map, and it always has the same ring. Whoops. Okay. The second animal companion is is going to be Moosh, and you get his flute if you just go straight to Nuun Highlands. I really don't feel like dying, especially during a demonstration. Yeah, this is Moosh's variant. Once again, you have to talk to the foreman to get it locked in. But unlike the other two, you can't directly go to the foreman. You actually do have to go a little ways into Nuun Highlands. I sure hope I don't die before doing this. Because then I'd have to find some contrived way of dying to make sure that my death counter is actually accurate. And yeah, I'm going to have to die at some point during the Dimitri portion to make sure it's accurate. But I think at this point I can just go rescue Moosh, I'm not sure. Never actually had that happen to me before. Anyway, that's what happens when you're playing carelessly. Yeah, I can just go rescue Moosh. Up, down, up. Ba-doit, doit, doit. Moosh handles staircases really well. He just can't go over water at all. Because, I mean, if you try, he just falls in. This really should have been the last guy for speedrunning purposes, but I honestly don't remember Moosh's layout at all. Alright, so if you'll just let me die real quick. That's kind of the opposite of dying. Alright, so now, seriously this time. That's gonna take forever. Let's just slash some buzz blobs. Anyway, Ricky's flute is obtained by purchasing it in the shop. While we're here, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, it should have been ready, but for some reason it's not. Question mark? Okay, we'll check them again later. And there we go. Everything is right with the world. So now we complete Nuun Highlands for real. Now, Dimitri is perfectly capable of swimming in the open sea. But one thing that doesn't come out when you're swimming with Dimitri the first time is he can swim up waterfalls, he can swim through currents, he can swim basically anywhere there's water. Another thing that doesn't really come up when or come to be relevant the first time you're dealing with Dimitri, he does talk about it, is that you can carry him with the power bracelet and throw him around at about the same power as a rock. It's useful, kind of. It's about as useful as any of the animal companions get. Anyway, let's do this. He even swims up waterfalls. Let's try it. He's not affected by currents either. So now we can go this way and eat those things. Those are some of the most annoying things in Zelda. Alright, let's come up here and get your ring. At least I hope this is still a ring. This is the only variation of this cave with monsters. Dimitri's version of Nuun Highlands is probably the most straightforward. You don't even have to go onto every screen to get all of the things. Alright, we are on our way to Symmetry City. Welcome to a city that's been destroyed. Welcome to a city that's being destroyed. I'm going to cut it here for now because the 3 variations of Nuun Highlands really took a bit out of me and I need to take a break. So next time we actually fix Symmetry City. See y'all next time. Until then, see you around.